Kelly Keese. I'm CCTV's Office and Volunteer Coordinator, and I'm also a member of the Mid-Valley Volunteer Managers Association. I'm here today with Ashley Erb and Tammy Baumann, and they are co-vice president and secretary of the MVVMA. And Tammy, do you want to tell us a little bit about the MVVMA?
Oh, absolutely. Thanks, Kelly. So the Mid-Valley Volunteer Managers Association is a group of professional volunteer managers who are organized to network and to resource for each other, to participate in professional development. And the organization was founded in 1983, and it was created to fill a gap that was needed for those that were professionals in the field of volunteer management that didn't have any other place that they could just get together to do those things, such as participate in continuing education and to network and resource.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we meet monthly for usually some sort of development program, and our membership is really made up of volunteer administrators who've been in the field for a long time, and volunteer administrators who maybe this is their first opportunity to work in our profession. And I was one of those who started out in volunteer management with no previous experience, and this group really was the group for me where I learned all of the resources and best practices and tools and tricks, and they quickly became and are still very much are my professional go-to colleagues for anything that I need to know.
And MVVMA actually serves 5 counties, so Marion, Polk, Lynn, Benton, and Yamhill counties.
Yeah.
All right, so what brings you guys here today?
Well, we are very excited. Right now, MVVMA is accepting nominations for local volunteer administrators who are doing outstanding work in our community. 3 years ago, we got together and developed what are called the CLOVER Awards, and that stands for Celebrating Leaders of Volunteer Excellence Recognition Awards, and we are accepting nominations for those currently.
We really actually, recognize as a nation the service of volunteers, and we gravitate towards those. Right here in our community, they're recognized as being the backbone of creating the quality of life and really what Oregon's known for. But behind every army of volunteers is an equally dedicated core of volunteer managers. And it's their job to create that experience for the volunteers that keeps them happy in their service. I call it serving those who serve, because that's our job. And good experiences for volunteers doesn't happen by accident. It's very intentional, and volunteer managers are at the crux of it.
Yeah, so when we first set out to develop these awards, we really wanted them to honor local volunteer administrators who are doing excellent work around contributing to the profession, contributing to the work of their colleagues in some way, whether that's sharing knowledge or participating in their volunteer activities. And really probably what is most important is providing those outstanding volunteer experiences for volunteers in our community.
All right, so if I wanted to nominate someone for a CLOVER Award, what's the process behind that?
Yeah, so we've tried to make this as easy as possible. We know everyone is super busy, so there's just a few steps involved. And the first one would be going to the MVVMA website and downloading the nomination form there. It's right on the home page. And from there, it's just a matter of filling out some contact information about yourself and the nominee. And then in 200 to 500 words, 300 to 500 words, somewhere in there, you can write a narrative about the person that you're nominating. Once you're finished with that, you submit it by email or drop it in the mail. We are accepting nominations until October 10th, so you still have some time to do that. It's open to paid and unpaid volunteer administrators in those counties of Marion, Polk, Yamhill, Lynn, and Benton. And what is really important too is self-nominations are accepted. So if you are a volunteer administrator in your community and you know you're doing great work, you should nominate yourself. Take this opportunity to toot your own horn and submit a nomination.
Absolutely, and there's actually 4 award categories, so it's pretty easy to find a scenario that's going to be a good fit for the person or program that you have in mind. Whether it's the volunteer coordinator that is just starting out and has only a couple years or less in the field, to that practitioner that's been doing this for a while, and they're at that point where they're just really the gold standard. They're the one you go to the volunteer coordinator that is maybe in the last chapter and has been working at this for more than 10 years and maybe close to retirement. There's even an award category for an innovative program. So if somehow an organization has engaged someone in service, but they've done it through an innovative way, so there's an award category for that as well.
Right. So is there going to be a celebration or event to celebrate these awards?
Absolutely. So our CLOVER Awards event is every year on International Volunteer Managers Day. Yes, there is an International Volunteer Managers Day, and it is November 5th. And this year we're really excited to partner with the Gilbert House Children's Museum. So we get to have the event at that historic location right here in Salem.
Yeah, and this year we're doing a really fun theme. We're calling it Play and Praise, and so we will have lots of fun activities to do. We'll have some really fun kid-themed food. We're going to have a keynote speaker, and then of course the award ceremony. The event is going to be free to the community. There will be limited seating though, so registration is required. And because we haven't worked out all the details of that yet, if you want to attend, I really encourage you just to check the MVVMA website between now and November 5th, and you can register online once we have that all set up.
All right, so thanks so much, Ashley and Tammy. And once again, go to mvvma.org to nominate a volunteer manager in your area that has been exceptional and made your volunteer experience extra special. And we'll be accepting nominations for the CLOVER Awards all the way through Friday, October 10th.